Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. It's me, your homegirl, Ladosha Wright, coming to you live and direct. Real hair on real people and real life. This is my knotless braid journey. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's get it cracking. Hey everybody, what's up, what's up, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for going on this hair journey with me. But I just want to come up close so you guys can see. That's pretty much growing out. It's time to let the braids grow. My scalp is definitely, it's kind of scary. I'm looking like really like ratchet over here about the head. So again, as you can see, the braids are definitely starting to loosen. My gray hair is getting fuzzy. The actual hair itself, see how it's starting to kind of get fuzzy and unraveled here. So it's time to let the braids grow. It's been about 3 weeks that I rocked the braid styles and the weight is starting to come in. Again, you can see the regrowth, my hair, and then the product is kind of gooey. So I'm going to spray the satin tame on my braids, and then I'm going to come back and you guys will see the video where my niece is going to take them down. And again, just so you guys can kind of see, it was up there, now it's out here. And this has been about 3 weeks, so it's time for the braids to come down. And we'll show you how to do that safely. Okay, I'll be back. But for now, just settle. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay, my scalp was itching. Those cooties were crawling, and it was time to take those braids down because, as you can see, the growth was definitely in full effect, and the weight of the artificial hair intertwined with my natural hair would definitely begin to compromise the artificial blonde hair that's in my hair. So first things first, I want you guys to keep in mind that when you are wearing any form of artificial hair, be it braids, cornrow braids, weave, what they call those things, prontos, fusion, any method or modality of hair extensions, please do not leave this stuff in your hair for a very long time. It doesn't matter if you have color treated hair or not, because the scalp has its own bio, its own life, living on it. You cannot leave this stuff in your hair for a long time. You should not, as a practice. Number two, a lot of people, consider these types of hairstyles as something called protective hairstyles. So let me just tell you this. Please, I know you like the dosha. Stop saying please, but I have to, because this is what they don't tell you at the hair salon. These are not protective hairstyles to that degree. Now, will they keep your fingers out of your hair? Will they give your hair a break from some of the heat or, twisting or wash and go, like scrubbing? Yes. So if anything, they should be called give your hair a break hairstyle or a reprieve, something like that. But protective hairstyling is probably the worst description that one could use for these types of hairstyles. So here she's showing you have the option to snip the rubber band off and begin to unravel, or as the video progresses, you'll be able to see how she also located where my natural hair was at and then cut about 2 inches below to make the takedown go faster. But some people are literally afraid that, you're cutting too much, So if that's the case, just, take the rubber band down and start at the tip. If the person is afraid, or if you are afraid, hey, better safe than sorry. So back to the whole notion of protective hairstyles. Again, these are not protective hairstyles. As you can see, you got to do a lot to the hair to take it down, because what happens to the hair as you leave it in, number one, the artificial hair, it begins to kind of crimp into your natural hair, because when she did this box braid style, she used a waxy like edge control product is what you guys call them. We call them wax, hair waxes. And she also used mousse, Nairobi foaming mousse. So that wet the hair and that caused the hair to swell. So there's nothing protective about the process of adding artificial hair in any capacity to your quote unquote natural hair. So even these being called natural hairstyles is definitely a misnomer, because there's nothing natural about taking this artificial hair, which, by the way, is made from refurbished or recycled tires. And they just shred them up into fine threads, and they clean it up, shred them up and color them with artificial, stuff. And now you have what we call synthetic hair. So that, type of fiber in itself, though it's not the most dangerous, it most certainly is not the most healthiest. So do not confuse, don't trick yourself, don't fall for the hype into thinking that this is a protective hairstyle. She is having to spray a protein treatment on the hair, because what's going to happen is I have to detangle this hair before I wash it. I have to. If you take down your braids and you don't detangle them and you go straight to the bowl or in the shower or over the sink and you begin to wash your hair, I'm telling you, it's going to be like a very bad catastrophe. So even though she's demonstrating how she flips the braid over, and she believes that this makes the takedown easier because you're kind of, going against the grain, the flow of the braid. And when you flip it over, it just kind of opens up the braid pattern and it unravels a lot easier. And I think she's on to something here, because you can see it's just coming down. Someone might say, oh, it doesn't matter. So, give it a try. See how you like it. But everybody has a method to their madness. So, again, these are not protective styles. As you can see, my hair has been setting like this for 3 weeks. I've been exercising. I've been spraying the Set and Tame on my hair daily. I've also done a dry shampoo using the Deca Plus Scalp Therapy to make sure that the fibrin does not get dislodged into the knotless, or the knot where the braid is. So these hairstyles are not protective. Number 4, they do not make your hair grow. That's another misnomer, not truth. Braiding does not make your hair grow. Your hair grows for free. But like I said, what it will do is it will give you a break or a reprieve from flat ironing and washing and twisting and rolling. So that is a good thing. You sometimes you have to break up your hairstyling technique because it's a fiber and you can get wear and tear. So braiding the hair will never hurt the hair unless your hair is compromised. Then you shouldn't be doing this, if that's the case. But if your hair is in pretty good condition, which mine is, braids, whether you add hair or where your natural hair, will not hurt your hair or your scalp. But you cannot leave them in because the scalp makes yeast daily. And the longer you leave it in, you have sweat, you have yeast, you have the fibers, you have debris from your pillowcases and hats and heaven forbid you work in a restaurant or you're a doctor. Now you got fibers from your hair nets and everything. All of this microscopically is getting dislodged. And she's paying close attention to where that knot or knotless braid started to loosen up the debris on my hair so that when I comb it, I will not be ripping my hair out. So this is why at our hair salon, in my book, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, we do not tout these styles as protective hairstyles. These are regular hairstyles. They're just called braided hairstyles with artificial hair. All of this jargon around protective hairstyles, it's really to kind of get you in this feel good place to make you think something magical is happening. Your hair is growing for free. The objective is to keep the hair as it grows out. And braiding is definitely one of those ways because, again, it saves you time. It breaks up the routine of whatever you're always doing. So if you're always braiding, sometimes you want to straighten it out. Or if you're always washing and go, wash and wear, then maybe sometimes you want to braid it up. You see what I'm saying? So, excuse my niece's hair. We both have to do our hair. But this is what natural hair looks like as it begins to, unravel as we live in it. So nothing to be ashamed of with her hair. She had a rod set. And so she's taking down my hair and then I'm going to do her hair. So this is our cultural practice. We do each other's hair. We both so happen to be licensed and trained, in hair care and hairstyling. So, but, we were at home. We do the same thing. So this is natural. So again, we're going 2 inches below where my natural hair starts, and she flips the braid over and then she begins to take it down, and we're using the satin tame to help soothe the scalp because it's so dry. It's built up on it. You can't see it because my hair is white. And it begins to smell because I've been exercising. Heaven forbid you work in an environment where you're cooking certain foods or you have certain, odors in the air. This stuff gets trapped in your hair. So please do not mistake, excuse me, braid styles as anything protecting of the hair because you are not. And I hope some of you are probably nodding your head like, I kind of had a feeling that, you can't. We have seen a lot of damage to hairline, just the hair itself from people, using the braid styles as what they're popularly called protective hairstyles in lieu of caring for their hair. And in the end, you know what? They usually don't have any hair. So I recommend that you take your braids down within 3 to 4 weeks. Do not leave them in for 6 to 8 weeks as a practice. Now, if you had to do it every now and then, we get it. You're in the hospital, you're traveling, you got tired, scheduling, conflicted. All that's life. But as a practice, you can't, guys, because this artificial hair will saw into your natural hair from you just moving the hair, laying on it. And when you take it down over a period of time as a practice, you will begin to see your natural hair become limp and weak. You will start to lose density. Your luscious fro will no longer be thick. It'll be thin. And that is because this synthetic fibers is sawing, going back and forth into your natural cuticle layer, thus compromising the integrity of your natural hair. So don't leave these in, okay? Take them down, spray it, and then you're going to make sure that you comb the hair out before you wash it. Okay, so I flipped the camera around. Again, if you like the information in this video, please subscribe to my channel, hit that little bell up top so you'll know when I've uploaded another video. If you have any questions, go ahead on and just drop them in the chat. And again, I'm sorry I forgot to show myself combing my hair out. I had a meeting after the braid takedown, so I couldn't, I couldn't comb it. So I got home and combed it. But anywho, here's a video of, excuse me, my hair after I shampooed it. Not bad. You don't want to have a whole lot, but remember, this is about 3 weeks of not washing and combing, and this is why you don't want to leave these braids in for a long time. Okay, guys, thank you for going on my braid journey with me. I hope this has been very, very helpful. This is the finished results. I'm back to normal. I'm going to color my hair in about 2 weeks, okay, because I have to revitalize my hair after wearing the braids, okay? So check out my podcast at What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon. And yes, please shop at my Amazon store or my website, wrightbooks.com. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media platforms. Peace, love, and hair. And if you ain't got no hair, rub your beautiful bald head. Thank you guys so very much. I appreciate you.